Hi, and welcome to Finding Your Frequency, the show where we meet people here in North Florida, where they're at, find out what they're doing, where they're going, and what it takes to get there. And today we have Tony Allegretti from Sporting JAX, the new soccer venture here in North Florida. Yeah. Tony, welcome.
Yeah, thanks, Brian.
It's exciting to see how soccer has grown, especially with the Premier League on TV, and it's always been a big sport that kids play, but now it's one that people want to watch. Yeah. So how's it going? What are you guys up to?
It's going great. And on that topic itself, we did it a few years ago when we first started this venture. We did some market research with Nielsen, and it was about 280, 300,000, soccer enthusiasts in the market. We're pushing 500,000 now. It's really growing, and a lot of it's access. So access to the Premier League, access to soccer on television is a big growth point.
Well, I know that I've heard after both the men's and women's teams have played over at the stadium that they have had record crowds, that soccer likes Jacksonville as much as Jacksonville likes soccer.
That's true, and we always do really well in these international matches on television. Jacksonville is one of the top 10 markets a lot of the times for international matches as well. So we love it here. And I think it's part of our diversity. We got such a diverse population from around the world, and we're growing so fast.
So many people have moved here now, and they come from places where soccer is big.
Exactly.
So it just seems to grow. Yeah. So when do you start playing? Where are you going to play?
Cool.
What stages of development are you in?
Yeah, thank you for that. We've been working for the last several years on a site. And this site, it won't be by the time this hits YouTube, but very soon after, you'll hear some announcements about where we're going to play. So very
it's
soon.
coming.
Yeah, it's coming. We hope to kick off in March of 26. The men's side, the USL Championship, which is one below MLS, will start with, and they kick off in March. The women's side is it's called the Super League, and they start in August. And so the first year of that league is coming up, but they're in the top division, so they share that with the NWSL. So when you're watching our women's soccer team, you're going to be watching some of the best soccer in the country.
Well, there's so many girls here who are top level soccer players that go on to play in college, and I know several of them, family friends. The chance to go play professional. Wow, it sounds like an incredible opportunity.
It really is, and when we export players all the time. There's a great player that plays for Celtic over in Scotland. There's really good national team players, not just for the U.S. that are from here, but Mexico, the Philippines. We have amazing girls, sort of DNA.
My hometown is Kansas City, and they just built a brand new stadium downtown on the river. It's going to be the centerpiece of a completely new district that they're using to ignite the development of downtown Kansas City. Have you seen it? Thoughts on that?
It's funny you mentioned this, but tomorrow I'm literally having a tour with the architects that designed it. It's a firm called Generator. They're in our top 5 for stadium architects, and we got to make a decision, but we've never seen their work. We've seen some of the other architects' work, so we really want to see that stadium. So I'll be in it, walking through it tomorrow. Actually.
What's the biggest obstacle to success? When you're working out there to build soccer, what's the biggest challenge that you come up against?
I'll tell you, really, with this project, it's just been finding the land. Because we want to do a 15,000 seat stadium. That's befitting the USL Championship. So if you look at places like Rhode Island and Indianapolis, they're all upsizing right now to about that mark.
Right.
And it also allows us to have international clubs come here and play. We can play women's national teams games, a lot of soccer that can be played on a soccer-specific stadium. But finding those 60-plus acres is just super difficult, and that's been our biggest challenge. That's why it's so exciting. In the next couple of weeks, everyone will know kind of what we're doing.
All right, you're the Chief Community Officer. Yes. Tell me about the engagement that you are involved in right now and how it's going.
Yeah, thank you. So my background is in placemaking. So I started the Art Walk downtown in 2003. I was the first director of the Riverside Arts Market under the bridge. A lot of the stuff that I'm passionate about is really getting people from Jacksonville is like the coolest place. The best part of it is meeting new people, and that's something that you can do at events. And so we're going to have all these amenities, sea of parking. It's going to be a community living room. And so what I'm really focused on, and the phone's kind of already ringing, is making sure that we have events and fun things that utilize this stadium and all of its assets year round.
Tony Allegretti. Sporting JAX, bringing soccer, big time soccer, to Jacksonville. Stay tuned, as you just heard. In the coming days and weeks, there'll be a lot of information about when you can see this team and where you'll watch them play. Hope you'll come back.
Awesome. Yeah, I appreciate
Tell your
it.
story as we
Definitely
go through.
I can't wait to find my frequency.
Find
for
your
sure.
frequency.
Yeah,
I'll work with you.
yeah.
We'll find it
Awesome.
together.
Awesome.
And thank you for joining us here on Finding Your Frequency.